welcome back to my channel. Every one of us has a presence on social media, whether in one or the other form. We all want to stay connected, don't we? In the beginning, it was to stay connected to all of our friends from all walks of life, and then it grew into a place to find our soulmates, and now it is a place to constantly remind us how we have to be, how an ideal person or how an ideal life has to look like. Don't you agree with me? Please let me know in the comments below what your idea of social media is. While it's a great platter of all things which we love and like, you can't have it all. And there are always downsides to trying to have it all. And if you like this video, just give it a big thumbs up and it will help my channel grow. This video gives us an idea of how overusage of social media can adversely affect our health, mental health, and overall well-being. And I personally want to share my experience of how I abstained from certain social media platforms and how it affected my life. So without further delay, let's get into the video. If you are on social media, you all know that there is always a perfect profile picture, there is always a perfect vacation, and there is always a perfect family dinner. Honestly, I don't upload photos of myself which don't look good, at least to my eyes. And we all can agree to the fact that no one uploads pictures of their lives which are imperfect in any way. So while it all looks so great and it all looks encouraging and it all looks so perfect on social media, real life is not so, and we all have to agree to this fact. And believe it or not, a lot of effort goes into getting that perfect shot and looking perfect. Don't you agree with me? And when we visit an important place or monument, all we do is click selfies and take pictures of the monument and update our live location and so on and so forth, instead of enjoying that place and enjoying the moment and soaking in the moment. And this is not really what life is supposed to be like. So when I first started using social media, all I did was check for updates every single minute. And whenever I had time, when I was working or when I was studying, whenever I had a break, I had to look for any updates or notifications. And this is called the fear of missing out. We all have this tendency with all the phones and smartphones and devices within our reach every single minute of the day. We all tend to have this urge to look at our phones every time we have a break. And this is called the fear of missing out. And this is very dangerous, in fact. Even if there is nothing important which is going on, we tend to look at our phones at least 30 to 35 times a day, according to research. And while it's not a big thing to look at our phones for 1 or 2 minutes while we are working or wherever we are, it is actually affecting the quality of your work and the quality of your relationships. And also, when you're driving, it can be a great distraction, and you are putting your life in danger yourself. Most of the persons who use social media are youngsters, and whatever they see on social media, they believe every single thing. And while they are exposed to a lot of things on social media, there is always a threat to their well-being and mental health, because they're constantly exposed to hate comments and lewd comments, and they are not trained to take in all this stuff. So it might affect them in an adverse way for a long time, and we might not even be realizing what it's doing to them, but this is detrimental to their mental health and to their well-being. And also, when we are on social media, we always look at other people's lives, what they are doing, or where they are where they went on a vacation, or which what kind of car they bought recently, or what kind of a house they are living in, or what kind of clothes they are wearing, subjecting us to a constant mode of comparison. And this is really not good. And when how often do you find yourself comparing yourself to a friend who's well settled in life, or who is way ahead in life than you, and feeling upset or stressed out just by seeing their pictures? And more often those pictures are just a glimpse of their lives and not their entire lives, and we often don't realize that they're just a moment from their life, or they're just a glimpse of whatever they're doing and not the whole picture. And this is making us um, feeling unfulfilled in our lives, and leading to more sadness and depression, even if we're supposed to be happy with what we have. And also, the perfect figures, the perfect pictures, or the perfect size that people have on social media is putting us under constant pressure to try and be like them, even if that is not what gives us happiness in the end. Trying to be healthy, trying to go on a diet, trying to go on on an exercise are important for everyone, but not at the expense of your mental health and well-being. Even without realizing, your mental health is being affected by social media in a lot of ways, and it's subjecting you to a lot of insecurity, anxiety, depression. Because when we open these social media apps, we tend to spend a lot of time engrossed in the content, that we keep scrolling and scrolling, and we don't realize how much time we end up spending on these kind of apps. So it is not only making us waste a lot of time, it's also making us insecure, stressed, anxious, worried, everything, depressed, and everything else. Even before we sleep, we all tend to look at our mobiles, and we tend to lose track of time, and this is causing us to be deprived of sleep, and this will in turn affect our performance in our responsibilities. And while this all looks good on the surface, under the surface there is a big iceberg which is causing a lot of damage to your mental health, your physical health, and your well-being. While using social media platforms can have a lot of benefits, using them too frequently can result in you ending up being unhappy or depressed or sad in the long run. How can you stop yourself from getting into that situation? Firstly, we all have to make it a point to limit the time we spend on these social media apps, because this same time which we spend on social media or on the phone, you can actually do something useful and build your skills, or do something creative and be happy and mentally healthy instead. And also, by deleting a few apps on the phone, and only using them when you're using your desktop or laptop, can make you limit the time you're spending on social media. And when you do this, and when you delete these apps which are on your phone, you also don't have the constant urge to look at whatever is going on, and to look at the notifications. So it's always a good idea to delete those apps from your phone, and have a look at them only when you're using your laptop or desktop, which will save you from a lot of disappointment and sadness and anxiousness and depression. We all have to realize that whatever people are posting on social media is only a glimpse or only a moment of their lives, and not their entire life. And uh, and just for an example, like if you see a duck or a swan of which is in the water, you can just see how smoothly it is moving on about on the water, but you can never see the struggle under the water, how much it's paddling its feet to move so smoothly on the surface. So whatever everybody is going through, you don't know what's happening under the surface just by having a glimpse or just by looking at a single picture from their social media profiles. So always remember that everything you see on social media is not the whole picture. While having many friends on social media can be exciting and those numbers can really be encouraging, it's always important to have a few friends, those who actually love and care for you and who actually are your well wishers, rather than those people who always throw hate comments and who always put you in a situation where you have to think twice about yourself. So, who put you in a, a condition of doubt. So, it's always better to rely and trust on those few people who care for you and love you and have your well being in mind. Spend time in real life to make those beautiful bonds and relationships which you can cherish for a lifetime rather than making fake friends on social media. Also, you have to be very careful what you or your kids are posting on social media, because everyone may not be your well wisher, and if you're giving your live updates to everyone on social media, it can be a bit dangerous as well. So we are seeing a lot of news based on how they updated their location, and people have misused that information. So it's always better to be careful than regret later. Although I don't suggest you to quit social media for good, um, if you are quite a little bit thoughtful about how you use the social media and how much time you spend on social media, it will definitely benefit you a lot. I have also stopped using a few social media apps which I used to before, and this has given me a lot of free time which I can use to read books, to develop some skills, or to do some new things, learn new things, and this has also increased my positive outlook towards life, and it has also helped me build a few friendships which are great and which are like the best things which can ever happen to me. And also it is better to set a schedule or a specific time for which you browse online, and following this strict timings for your online browsing schedule every day can make a lot of difference to your life and to your day. You'll be surprised by how much these simple changes can make a lot of improvement and a positive effect to your health and mental health and your well-being overall. So I hope this video gave you some information about how you can limit the usage of your social media and how you can use your time more productively, and how it's adversely affecting your mental health and your well-being. So if you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up, guys, and let me know in the comments below whether you agree with me or if you don't agree with me, or whatever your thoughts on this video, please let me know in the comments below. And also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.